Hi, I'm Renee Jones and I'm your instructor for this online class. And I've had a few questions about how to turn in your assignments. So I thought I'd go ahead and create a video that would help you know how to do what you need to do in order to turn in your assignments. So when you have logged into your online class, and for this one I'm going to use Tech Communications, you will go to your weekly assignments after you've logged into your home page. On your weekly assignments, you are going to have, well, it's taking a bit of time. On your weekly assignments, you're going to go into the week that you want to turn in your homework. And we're going to go into week 1, the job search journey. So in this one, you have a few assignments. Some of the assignments that you have, for example, the video assessment 1-1 is a multiple choice, and once you complete it, it will automatically turn itself in. So once you've hit the submit button, it will come to me. However, for example, this career action worksheet, your job search journey, when you click on it, make sure you're clicking on the words, not the pictures, but it will open up the assignment. It'll tell you when the due date is for that assignment, how many points possible. It'll give you some instructions, and this is basically how I'm going to tell you how you'll need to do this. So the assignment right here, you are going to click on this. If it's blue and it's in here, then that is something that you can open. So for this one, the career action worksheet 1-1, your job search journey, you're going to click on it and it will open up as a fillable PDF file. If this is in a different class and you are doing a Word assignment, the actions are basically the same. It's just a different application. Instead of Adobe Reader, which is what opens PDFs, you will have Word or Excel or PowerPoint, whichever application in which you're working. So for this one, once you have opened up the document, don't write on it yet, because right now you're opening it up in the cloud. Okay, so I think of the cloud as like a mist. All right, so what you're putting out there is not solid yet because it's up in the cloud. So you have to save it to something that is solid. So the first thing that you're going to do after you open up this assignment is save it. So over here, and they're not there all the time, you have to actually move your mouse around and they will come up here on the top, and some of them actually come down here at the bottom. But you're going to want to download this to your computer. You're going to want to take it out of the cloud and put it on your computer. So once you click that download arrow, it should open up a dialog box that looks something like this. I would recommend saving it to a stick or a memory stick, or they're called flash drives, thumb drives. They're just little, let me see, I'll show you mine if I can get it up here. Mine looks like this. And you can buy them at Walmart, you can buy them in the bookstore. They'll just be called a memory stick. They might be called a USB flash drive, but I recommend getting one of those so that you can, if you're working on a laptop, you don't have to take your laptop to wherever you're needing to take it. If you're working on the library computer, if you're working in a lab computer, if you're working on your home computer, but it's not a laptop that you can easily move, the stick lets you take it to different computers. And as long as it's stayed on the stick, you can move it around to different computers. However, if you don't have one of those, then I recommend you create a folder on your desktop so that all of your worksheets or all of your homework for a particular class is in that one area. So for right now, I'm just going to save it to my desktop. So, and the desktop is actually what you're looking at right here. It's this whole thing. When you open up a computer, that picture that's on it, that's your desktop. So right over here, this is a scroll bar, and you can grab on it, click and roll it up and down. If you have a mouse that has a roller, then as long as you're in this area, you can move it up and down. The desktop is nearly always toward the top. So I'm going to click on that and it will show me all the things that are on my desktop. You can click up here and it will alphabetize it by name. If you click up here, the date modified, if you can't remember the name of it, but you know you worked on it yesterday, you can click on it and it will put it from current to oldest, or if you click it again, it will do it from oldest to current. So you can click on that. If you're looking for a specific type of folder, you can click on this and it will group them all together. Like here, my Adobe Acrobat documents are my PDF files, and then these are my folders. So, but once I get on here, right up here, I can create a new folder. So because I'm in my Tech Communications class, I'm going to create a new folder called Tech Communications. So actually, I'm just going to call it TechCom. I'll do that there. So once I've created that, then I'm going to double click on it to open it. When you are clicking on something, if you click on it once, you have selected it. If you click on it twice, you have opened it really quick. So click, then you have opened it. So right now, so I've created this, and right here, the career action worksheet, this right here that I've downloaded is right here. So I'm going to save it now. And mine always comes down here to this bottom left corner. Yours might go somewhere different, but then you can click on this and open it. And it will open this one. All right. Or I'm going to click out of both of these. I'm going to minimize this so I can, this is my desktop, like I said, the picture. And going to look around to see where it put my, right here. This is my Tech Communication folder that I just created. Going to double click on it to open it. And there's my career action worksheet. So I'm going to click on it from here. And it will open up, mine opens up in a different, it should look something like that. It shouldn't still look like the one that was online. So then you can click on it and you can start filling out your information. Anytime you have these little blue areas, that's where you can click and start writing. Or if you're opening a Word document, then obviously you can click on it and you'll write in those things. So once you have filled this out, you're going to come up here to File and you are going to Save As. If you want to keep it from where you opened it, you can just leave it like this. You want it in this Tech Communications folder, so you click on that and it's saving. All right, so if you want to put that, I always like to put my last name and my first initial to identify it as mine. Then I can save it. And now I can look up here to see that I'm working on the one that I saved. So once you have completed this, you're going to hit that, you're going to save it. And then you're going to use this red X button over here on the top right corner, and you are going to close it. So we're closing it. And when you come up with these name, date, modify, the type, or the size, right here you can see that they're in little columns. So I like to click mine. This is the one that I am going to turn in because it's the one that I put my name on. You can also see that while you saved this one initially, this one is the current one that you saved because this I created at 12:04. This one I created at 12:06. So this is the one that I did the latest. So it's the most recent. Now I'm actually going to close out of that folder and I'm going to go back to my assignment right here where we were initially in week 1. And once I have finished filling out my information, I go back to the assignment and I am going to hit browse my computer. browse my computer. It's kind of like, you know, when you're shopping, you say that you're browsing and that just means you're basically just looking around. That's what browsing your computer is. You're looking around in your computer to find where you put that information. So mine, I'm going to click on my desktop because that's where I created the folder. And you can see your path up here. Right now I'm in this PC, I'm on the desktop. So I'm going to double click on my tech communications to open it. Now see my path is this PC desktop and then in that folder. And then I'm going to click on this latest one by looking at my date modified. I'm going to open it. So after I've clicked on it once to select it, then I'm going to hit open down here and it will attach it to my assignment. Once I've double checked here to see that this is the one that I wanted, if it's not, you can click do not attach, but this is the one that I wanted, so I'm going to scroll down and I am going to submit it down here. So I can't actually do this because my picture's in the way. Hold on. So anyway, you would hit this submit down here at the bottom, in this bottom right corner. Ooh, I can move myself around. Okay, so right here, I'm going to hit submit. And then if this is going around, then it will tell you that it's thinking, so don't click anything else again. Submission for previous assignment is not saved. That's because I'm the instructor and it won't let me do that sometimes. All right, so when I hit open, I hit submit. If it tells me that again, then it's because I'm the instructor, but that's how you would turn it in. All right, by hitting the submit. And it will ask you if you want to make sure you're turning it in. You say okay, and I will get it. Now, if you want to see whether or not you've turned it in, if it does something like this and you're not sure, then you can come over here and check your grades. And because I'm the instructor, I'm not going to have any actual grades. But this is where you can check to see if you've turned it in, what the assignment is, and how much you made on that assignment out of. So for example, the syllabus agreement, when it's due, it's worth 26 points. So if I had made 26 out of 26, that's where it would show up. On these, like this one, the correction worksheet 1-1, your job search journey that I just turned in, after you turn it in, it's going to have a circle with, it's an orange circle, yellowish circle with an exclamation point in it. And that means that I have to grade it manually. So you're waiting for me to grade it. I got it. I haven't graded it yet. If you see a blue kind of halfway filled circle, that means that something went wrong in the submission and you need to resubmit it because I cannot see it. It's pending or it's in progress, which means that you haven't completely submitted it. So always double check that. To keep these in the order in which they are due, come up here and change the order. I think the default is by the due date latest first or possibly the due date oldest first. Change that to course order. It makes a little bit more sense as you complete the assignments. So that is how you would turn in your assignment and how to double check to see if I got them. Even if I've not yet graded them, you can see that they have at least been turned in. And if you have any questions, then you can just email me, or you can message me, or you can remind me. Use the Remind Me app to get in contact with me, which is one of the assignments. All right. I will talk to you later. Bye.